I live here now, that way. Still got lost. No, man, I came in a black cab to a spoken word gig. Rock and roll. When I was young, we'll talk after. When I was young, I used to want to be a polar bear ninja. Master of the shuriken, nunchucks and saber. Now I'm older and more comfortable with danger. Sometimes I still wish I was a polar bear ninja. They will not carry me in pine, they will scatter me. On the front doorstep of the first kid back at school who ever battered me. I take a pinch of salt with flattery, because whose line is it anyway? Tony Slattery. Something had to be done, so I did it. Now I wish there was 61 seconds in every minute to do this is never finished. In this mind where ideas rise to the top of the bubbles inside the Guinness, I will not know my limits. Because it might be the difference between simply existing and really living. There is no prison like opinion given with 2 ears who won't listen. You don't need eyes for vision. See, I can write 5 tunes decent. Rinse them every night to a crowd full of unknown people. And if one of these people is seen to carry weight and speaks in a magazine, if more people are going to believe them, please. Who are you dealing with? I am not that creature. I'd rather cut my own left ear off than suffer these Egypts. So much made with no reason. I want to leave a shape in the snow like a paw before I'm leaving. Wheel of fortune spun. Needle stuck between hum, drum and one more tune done soon. I pass people in the street and wonder how many feel completely controlled by a beat. We think we win once, so we're told to repeat. But no matter who you know, we're all alone in defeat. And I take stock like an oxo thief. When I was young, I used to want to be a polar bear ninja. Master of the shuriken, nunchucks and saber. Now I'm older, but more comfortable with danger. Sometimes I still wish I was a polar bear ninja. My eyes open, feeling not too tough. I guess I still don't know when I've had enough, some things don't change. My old skull feels too small for my own brain, and the old no pain, no gain doesn't really apply to this one. Spliff on, get a tea. Have I got milk? I better see. It's the habitual routine of a boy man living his days. I blew 150 last night, now I'm digging for change. The Prince to Pauper cliche stuck on a loop. Either I've got dough and I blow it, or I don't and I fucking know it. It must be the price you pay for living in the moment you learn hard. When old friends are taking turns to buy their own yards, it kind of leaves you looking at your own cards, but I coughed this morning and some words came out of my mouth, reminding me what it is that makes my world turn around. And so anyone who writes or plays for nights and days and fights to pay rent might relate to the position of a visionary wishing to be given a wage, to exist as well as scribble on pages. The stage is set to make something out of nothing, like they're 18. And that's the reason why I never really sleep. I daydream. You see, I used to run with John back when Big Bird was yellow. He was Raphael, I was Donatello. Together we moved to a big school like Walkman's feeding us jungle. And every male friend of the family seemed to be an uncle. We chased the same girls, tamed the same curls, and our first shave in the very same sink back at my mum's. John would stay at mine, I'd stay at John's. We make beats on the PlayStation for our MC alter egos to speak on. You'll check it. This is the Polar Bear, and I'm live! I don't want 4 fish fingers with my beans and chips, I want 5! Know that, Nan! The clarity of mentality shared. All we cared about was dreams and what we could do. We knew what felt cool. Last time I saw John, that could have become should. And he had 3 haircuts, ripped jeans and overly clean shoes. We went out, tipped a couple of rums. Just an educated couple of bums sat in the bar. Me with no money, him with a fast car. Him on a 9 to 5 and me living to write. And as I walked home that night I thought hard about how I had a new name for my long list of safe but different mates. See, people move in enough different ways at different rates, and all I could think was, broke or not, I really can't complain. You see, the grass is always greener, but I'm happy with my own grass. All I'm after is a little bit of that green to buy my own gas. Started in my own class. Polar bears how to be not shit in 3 simple steps, man, don't laugh. Step 1, become extremely good at something. Step 2, keep on getting better. And step 3, if you're wondering, is a warning. If you're ever completely happy with what you've done, you'll go to sleep thinking you're good and wake up shit in the morning, I promise. Lesson over. Mr. Polar, go to the front of the class and show these so-called pros how they're supposed to do it. You know something's good when it seems you already knew it. Man, stop talking about the idea and do it. Get shit done, mate. Imagine writing something that reaches people on a level and equal, leaves them needing a sequel. Getting straight to the point like the brand and the needle of the guy who stepped over in the street to get to the latest night full of the right people. So there's a reason that they call it a scene. It's because it's not real. It's just a role play with the same characters, just change their hairstyle. What used to getting vexed is now making this bear smile, and whatever blows your head, just give me my free drink. If I was here for the money, I'd be rich by now. If I listened to all the talk, I'd be a bitch by now. And when I say bitch, I don't mean derogatory term for girls. I refer to the worms only concerned with what they hope is cool. Because people, let's face it, if lyrical ability and brilliant delivery made you famous, then every one of us here would be wearing limited edition David J trainers. Why say in 10 lines what you can say in just 2, and why say in 2 lines what you can shut the fuck up and do. Like, this is lovely. It's like some basement in somebody's house you really, really fancy.